We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
We got Wack 100 reacting to the YSL Yong Thug trial, in which the judge bars former Atlanta police detective from returning to the stand. So let's get to the content. Listen to what Wack talking about. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Run the content.
In the block.
They qualified in those programs and they go to conferences to be qualified on every single year. So you get those same experts to testify in that. The gang thing, though, it's a little iffy because where's the qualification to go to school for that? Okay.
You don't think
You
that
mean
they
you saying qualifications for a gang expert?
Right. So every other expert witness has to have the qualifications, CLEs, X, Y, and Z. So where's the qualification for the quote unquote expert?
It's no different when you in the feds or you on the phone and you like, yo, we need 5 gloves, 15 hoodies, 8 long sleeves, or we need, 6 of them birds. Bro, their expert qualifications come from how long they've been doing it, how many CIs is up under them.
Is he still there? We can't hear you, But he right though. It don't take 4 years of school. It just takes a study. Because if you notice, when they get up on the stand, the first thing the prosecutor asks them how long they've been doing it, how long you been in the field. You know what I'm saying? All these certain things, and that experience makes you. It makes with a little, a couple classes makes you an expert at it.
Right.
And an expert when it comes to games, only thing they're doing is breaking down. They'll break down the territory. They'll break down what if they carry the color. It'll break down the color.
Bro,
it might break down some slang. That's it.
Bro, ain't no college degree. That's how long you been transcribing and listening to these wiretaps, your resources, your CI contacts. That shit is changing every day. There is no school you can create to say, all right, this is the curriculum. Because what you talking about right now might be 5 years ago. Like, they've been had them people to get up there and say, okay, he said he wanted 5 gloves. Gloves represents handguns.
Right.
All right, long sleeves represents sticks. You know what I'm saying? Birds represent cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They and that come from their informants listening to the shit saying this is that is this is that is this.
And
yeah, like I was saying, expert come from their experience.
Yeah, their experience.
It can't be taught in no class.
Yeah, you can't teach unorthodox in a class. That's just creating on the thizzles. Nigga, yo, nigga, I need 3,000 thizzles. It's an informant that's telling, yo, we keep hearing this in thizzle shit. Hey, with the thizzles. Oh, that's what they call ecstasy or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, what does this mean when they saying this? And then when they make the arrest 5, 10, 15, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 times, and guess what? They found 3,000 pills, which was told to them was thizzles. Nigga, he's gonna get up there and say on the wiretap he requested he wanted a pound of thizzles. As a gang expert, we know thizzles to be this. They can't ask for what school did you go to find that out. That's not.
Yep, that like you say, and then our slang changes all the time.
Every day.
It depends on your demographics, where you at, all that stuff. So they have people that study that. And like the homie said, got snitches that's giving them the whole blueprint.
Yeah, that's they cross-referencing everything they think they hearing with informants, bro.
I'm so glad you said that, because the next informant, what do you think the first 5 or 6 lines of his factual acknowledgement is? All of that same language. Is YSL this? What does this mean? What are the colors? What is the hand sign? right? What does this mean? What does wiping the nose mean? So that they're literally exactly what you're saying. A confidential informant is literally acknowledging every last single one of those things, giving the information to the gang expert, testifying on the stand. It's nasty
Well,
work.
yeah, that's what I'm. That's what makes them. Their expertise come really from their position in the police force. Which are you assigned to gang unit? Okay, cool. You know, you ain't gonna catch a motorcycle cop interacting with the niggas on the block. But the gang unit who coming in there running down on these niggas, booking these niggas, arresting these niggas, talking to these niggas, getting them to tell and this, those are the ones that they
Oh,
gonna say is an
yeah.
expert.
Those are the ones that become the experts that they label as experts.
You ain't gonna get a regular beat cop to say he's an expert.
Exactly. And everybody ain't worthy of being on the task force.
The beat cop will pull a nigga over, right? Take him in. And then if they feel the need to, they call the gang expert. Yo, man, we found this in their trunk. Dude, pull up.
Hey, Wack, not these niggas. These niggas call a gang expert. You ain't heard? These
No, I
niggas
mean,
different.
but then again, those aren't informants.
That was a joke, but you know.
Yeah, they informants. There's no question, they're informants, bro.
So Wack, G-Wayne, add everything y'all know. Today, a new term was introduced called musicology, right? This is where the gang experts are now interpreting the lyrics and the music and the Instagram and the tweets and matching them up with gang involvement. What you guys think about
They
Well,
that?
they can
did.
only do that. They can only do that, right? It's a thin line. Because a nigga could just be talking about what he heard or what he done saw in a movie or whatever, right? But if you giving details about a cold case and they looking at these details and you giving the block, it was a rainy night in front of Leon's liquor store. We hit you up with the 223s. First shot was to the face. And they go back to your music and they like, this song was made before or after this cold case. After. You see how it starts to line up?
Mm-hmm.
You get to give me too many details, bro,
They
about
gotta
the
have that match.
situation. Yeah. And they sitting here listening to it. And now we got 15 niggas from his neighborhood that's CI. Let's go talk to him. Yo, what you hear about Big J in this situation? Man, shit, man. But it all started with the rap song.
Yeah, when that rap gets to solving cases, they gonna use it against them.
Yeah, there's too many details, and you know what I'm saying?
So
I could go
now,
write them some lyrics right now about all kind of prison, this, right? Okay, well, we hear what he's saying. It's talking about all kind of violence, but it ain't lining up or matching nothing. If your lyrics go to matching a real situation, bro, they gonna look at it some kind of way.
and now you know why that detective was so important today, Wack. He's the gang expert that matched it all up.
But there's two
And
more left, though, right?
they already testified. One was chick, right? She already testified, and the other one testified months ago.
Yeah, well, if you got two gang experts testify, it ain't like they got their expertise, they got their shit, right?
Well, we'll think about this, Wack. This is the third time that he's been on the stand. So they keep calling him back for a reason.
I
Right?
don't know, but I'm saying it ain't like he's the only gang expert.
They got there's three of them. Dorp, Gaither, and Dennis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're right. Two more left.
But they still got them to lean on.
Yeah.
Did they throw out anything dude presented prior to?
So they threw out his whole testimony, Wack. They threw out every single piece of evidence that they produced today. They threw it all out
That's today.
today,
But
just from
but
today.
nothing prior to. Everything he testified prior to still stands.
Prior to still stand. So just today has to be gone. Testimony, any exhibits that the state presented, all gone today.
All right, so maybe they lost one of their stronger
Right. And today was he's testifying to the lyrics, right? Linking up to the slime, all of that slap, all of that X, Y, and Z. So now they lost that link. So they have to bring it in somewhere else. But they've heard it so many times at this point, right?
But you don't think the other two gang experts know that shit? They from Atlanta, right?
Right. So that's where the other one is kind of tricky because she's the one that testified. So remember, she's the one that has the notes, right? We talked about that a couple weeks ago. She basically said she wasn't the lead detective, right? And the other two were the lead detective. Even though she did interview a couple of them, the lead detective has all those notes. So remember, she's not the quote unquote gang expert, even though she was in the gang unit, right? So
Okay,
he's
so
quote
how many
unquote
gang experts do they have?
two,
1, 2, or 3?
two.
So who's the other gang expert?
Thorpe.
Thorpe don't know what slime mean, and Wipe to know he don't know what that means?
So that's where they're gonna have to bring him back, right? Because he needs to basically cover for the other detective testimony
But that ain't
and
what
what
I'm
he didn't
saying.
say.
He's a gang
Right,
expert. See, listen.
right.
All right, look, because you like, listen. We got 8 teams, 8 quarterbacks. We call the quarterback because they know how to quarterback. You understand what I'm saying? So is the classified a gang expert or is he not? Like
That's
you
about a
saying the
gang
lady's
expert.
not?
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit. All right. Well, there you go. They still got somebody to fall back on.
But like that's where it kind of gets cumulative, right? And that's what they're arguing is that hey, you keep putting these same people back on the stand over and over again. It gets cumulative. So are you going to keep?
Because they're the gang experts over the situation. They're going to keep putting them back up there. Why wouldn't they?
And we know that's happening because of the witnesses and everything like that.
Bro, we got police. You must not. You're not a gang member. It be certain cops assigned to certain hoods. You know that, right?
I'm on it. Mm-hmm.
How do you think they become experts of that neighborhood? All they working is over here. That's it. They don't take him and spread him out over 50 different neighborhoods. The nigga can't never remember that shit. They take that nigga and put him right here. This your beat. Learn this beat. Learn these people. Get your contacts. Know what's going on. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if dude worked that area and they didn't classify him as an expert, then he should know what the other dude know.
Okay, let me explain what about that particular thing that Prince is saying. The issue is the Griffin, the one whose testimony was stricken today because he was the only one who, of the 3 gang detectives who had the hearing to prove that he was an expert. So he's technically the expert. He was the one that was going to be able to be the expert testimony, give that, about the gang activity in Atlanta. I don't Gaither, she was not the gang expert, and I don't think the other one was, because they have to go through a special kind of hearing or ask a certain amount of questions, and he was the only one who qualified under that. So that's what it is. So they lost him today.
They did a hearing to determine who was going to be the gang expert.
Right. And
so now they got to do another hearing because they're going to need a gang expert.
Right. And then now here's the tricky part about that. They could not find, right? Because when he first got on the stand today, they couldn't find, this is how it is down there. They couldn't find the transcript of I think they call it like a Daubert standard or a Daubert, some like that. They couldn't find the transcript that, where I think it was the previous judge who ruled that, he could be the expert witness, and they found it today. So yeah, he's the only one that went through that process.
So somebody else got to go through it. But what I'm saying, he ain't the only gang expert in that zone. You can believe that.
Got you.
And
But Wack,
he ain't the
now
only one working the case.
True that. But however, they are
He might have been their top.
okay, you're
Might have
right,
been
but
their top. That's why they led with him. But I'm pretty sure ain't no one gang expert in the neighborhood.
no, you're right. But there's a long list of witnesses that have been submitted to the court, and they don't have that person on there, and the judge is at the point where she's not allowing them to add more witnesses to this long ass list. So they up real bad today. The lady looked like she wanted to cry. She didn't know what to do because she knew she real bad. So even if they do have one, the defense is going to be like, no, that wasn't on the, he wasn't on the list.
It's that sidekick that's in there today. That what's her name? Sunshine, not Love, but the other.
Oh, Hilton.
Yeah, but they can't. Okay, dude didn't play this up out of pocket. If a gang expert is needed to present this case, they're going to have to let him put another one in that seat. They can't just tell him,
That's what you're saying.
you're going to go through the rest of the trial without a gang expert and you dealing with a gang Rico.
Well, it's kind of tricky because it didn't look that way to me. I don't know if the judge is going to allow it, honestly. It was a really, really bad thing that happened today. It was so close. I mean, I was waiting on pins and needles for like 15 minutes because the judge was like, huh. At the beginning when he really up, she knew, and everybody knew that, this is mistrial material right here. I didn't know that, but
say to mess up.
So what it is, right, is you coming on the stand and you're a witness to it or whatever. None of your background has anything to do with what you're testifying to. And what he did was trying to be slick, because that's what they doing down there. I'm telling y'all, they think they slick. He was trying to be slick and was like, because she showed a picture of him standing on top of a car or whatever. And he wanted to make sure that the jury heard. Now, the old judge probably would have let the shit go down. He wanted to make sure, he was like, yeah, because, he testified, blah, blah, and, he was in and out of jail. You know what I'm saying? He made sure he said that shit. And he wasn't supposed to say that at all, because it had nothing to do with what he was testifying about.
Sunshine. The rule of evidence was that deals with that is 404. So at the end of the day, that's what they're doing, is they're basically saying that, hey, this unfairly prejudices the jury against the client, and it doesn't have any probative value, right? So that's what they're objecting to. So that's basically constitutional right violation. It sounds like it's minuscule, right? Okay, he just said something in his breath and he said the guy went to jail. But imagine a jury of your peers, you're on trial for your life. They don't know your criminal history. They can't know. They can't look you up. And then you get the gang expert basically telling them that you're in and out of jail. So if you're on the jury, would that prejudice you against the client, against the defendant that's sitting across from you?
Yeah,
if you know his criminal history?
Yeah.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
So, y'all heard the content, man. Wack spoke on the Yong Thug trial in which the judge didn't let the detective return to the stand. He investigated Thug and the others, and he can no longer serve as a witness in the gang Rico. And the judge said that, and the detective's name is Ty Dennis. He had been on the stand for hours, and he did make a comment about one of the defendants, Diamante Kendrick, being released from jail. It was made in front of the jury, and it made his attorney, Kendrick's attorney, Doug Weinstein, call for immediate mistrial. At that time, Fulton prosecutors they was looking at a photo of Kendrick standing on the hood of a car on a Maybach, and that was owned by YFN Lucci. Now the picture, which was posted on IG, looks like it was taken in the Lenox parking lot. And the Judge Whitaker excused Dennis from the stand before telling the prosecutors and defense attorneys that he won't be allowed to testify again. He had been called as a witness before in the case, but it wasn't clear how many more times the state planned to invite him back to testify. So, looks like they definitely messed up today. He called for a mistrial, and he said he can't testify no more. So now they got to bring in another gang expert, as you call it. Like they said, man, like Wack said, they got informants galore. So they got all kind of quote unquote gang experts that they could use. But man, they need to go ahead and just free Thug, man. This is a circus. This trial, even if it's a mistrial, there's still gonna be other things that happen in the next trial if it's a mistrial, man. This is bananas. Let free Thug, man. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Let me know what y'all think about this content in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, man, so you'll be alerted when I drop new content. And subscribe to the media team so you can get that exclusive Wack 100 content that we only get. And appreciate y'all checking out Clubhouse TV. I'll see y'all in the next drop. I'm out. Peace.